So during COVID-19, there's been a lot of real issues in terms of what's going on with DCF and cases where children are either in foster care or there's a dispute about whether children should be removed or not. And it's been a very tricky situation. Sometimes children are at very high risk when they're in group homes or other settings. Sometimes they're in a foster home and there's a dispute about what's going on in the foster home and can they be outside or can they visit with the parents. Some DCF workers are very proactive. Other DCF workers are doing things extremely bureaucratically, including ceasing parenting time in-person visits and just having it by phone, not even by video. I've even seen circumstances where they've had phone calls just once a month with the parent and with a child that is under a year old, which again is somewhat concerning. There's been a lot of issues. Sometimes DCF's done a wonderful job, but there's been a lot of issues in terms of visitation for parents and grandparents and other collaterals, in terms of kids being able to see siblings, in terms of the DCF worker following their regulations, in terms of where they're generally supposed to, if they're doing an entry and investigating a 51A. Now they're doing that virtually and not necessarily all the time giving the handbook that they're required to do. There's been some serious concerns about some of the protocols that DCF's followed, and it's very important for people that are involved with DCF to make sure that they are following their policies and procedures and they're following due process. And it really fluctuates significantly from DCF office to DCF office and worker to worker. Most of the workers are working, but they're working remotely, meaning that they're not in the office. And generally there's some area directors and sometimes some of the supervisors are in the office themselves. But it's been a very difficult process in terms of being able to get the regular due process and the policies and procedures that parents and children need from DCF.